Every year, about 8 million people die of hunger. The feeding of the growing world population, we recently have become 7 billion people on the earth, and we will be 9 billion by 2050, is probably the biggest challenge we are facing as a society. It will be even more drastic as people from China, India and Brazil, where there is a growing middle class, will of course have the need for more food and meat. The problem with that is when producing meat you need much more water, so there is a scarcity of water, and there is a growing risk for climate change because agriculture is one of the biggest producers of climate gases. So this example shows that to find solutions, it is not enough to look only at agriculture. We need to look at the population development. We need to look at the way we go along with energy resources and of course with the scarcity of water. All these areas belong together. At the same time, when we look at what happens in the Western world, we have a huge problem of food waste. Every year we produce about 1.3 billion tons of food waste we throw away. This would be enough to feed 3 billion people, so nearly half of the world population. One way to solve the problem will be to find new regulations that, for example, limits the influence of agri protectionism. So we need to build global supply and food chains to be able to feed the whole world population. At the same time, I think we need to rethink technology. We have been talking about green biotechnology. From an ethical standpoint, this is a difficult subject as it is a need to feed more people. In the Western world, the positive outcome, the value genetically produced food has is liminal. So there's not really something we can profit on. In a global basis, this might be different, so we have to rethink that. At the same time, there are new technologies, for example, precision farming, where we use satellites to control tractors on the countryside to increase the efficiency without chemicals, without green biotechnology. It is also a challenge to feed the population in the growing cities. On average, a vegetable of any type is flying about 14,000 kilometers around the world before it is actually finding the way in your retail store. This has to change. So we need to think about regional concepts such as 100-kilometer stores where you make sure that all you eat is coming from a farmer nearby. At the same time, there are future visions such as vertical farming. The idea would be to produce the food not outside of the city but within. So you would have skyscrapers with actually farmland in between where you could grow vegetables, where you could breed fish, and with that actually limits the ways of transportation, and with that creating a sustainable food chain and possibly a more sustainable world.